Hi, I'm the Miserable Gamer and welcome back to Echo. Now, I didn't think I was going to be doing another one, because I had a hell of a time in the last episode, and I was up against a seemingly impossible task. But anyway, I did some investigation, did some looking, did some reading, and apparently this is what happens. In the phase at the moment, I'll call this the learning phase. When all the lights are on, the palace is learning from you. When you leave behind an image of yourself, like when we vaulted over the low barrier and we left that image, that is the palace learning. What you do in this learning phase will be applied during the next learning phase. When the lights go out just before you go black, excuse me, I've got a bit of a dry throat. Just before you go black, the palace is offline and cannot learn. So if you do anything in that time, the drones will not learn. And that's the mistake I made. I've screwed myself because basically I went in guns a-blazing, running, sprinting and everything. And yeah, basically that's how they were able to use the guns. But I remember, excuse me. Oh, just got that lump in the back of my throat. Now, I remember last time they weren't actually shooting at me, so I'm wondering if I refrain from using my gun in one learning phase, does that mean it's not applied in the next? So, I'm just going to go and try something. Now, obviously, they've just learned how to open the door. You saw the after image of me? They've just learned how to open the door. And they've just learned how to vault as well. Now they're not shooting at me. You saw the after image then? That's the thing learning. But I had no choice. You have to. The game forces you to do certain things. See, at the moment I could do whatever I liked and it will not learn. And that's the end of your grace period. Now everything comes back on. Now they know how to open doors. Right, I'm going to sneak round the back here. See that? And it just learned how to eat. See, I think the game didn't really explain this very well. And it just learned how to strangle. And it just learned how to hide. You see, it's learning all the time. Oh shit. That was some bad timing. See, if you played this, if I'd known this from the start, I could have played this in a different way. I could have played it very strategically. But I didn't know. I had no idea.
They do what I do. They learn from me. I'm certain of it. They can't cross the water, but after I've done it and a blackout has evolved them, they do it without hesitation. And you saw how they were trapped behind the doors, pacing to get to me, and after I opened a few and a blackout, it was second nature to them.
Could have done with that information a little bit earlier. Oh, for God's sake. Now let's see how much interest they pay in me. Well, they saw me then. Are they still crossing the water? They're not crossing the water anymore.
These are not crossing the water. So much for your theory.
No, that makes perfect sense. They stopped doing what I stopped doing.
So that makes sense, because I stopped using my gun. Ah, crap. Yeah, because I stopped using my gun, they stopped using their gun. So whatever technique, whatever strategy I apply to this learning cycle, will it be applied to the next learning cycle? See, that the blackout, the time between blackouts and the blackout time seems to change.
I'm curious to learn more about that theory of yours. The one where everything makes perfect sense.
Don't you see it? They unlearn as well. It's all tied to the blackout cycles.
Nailed it.
When the lights are on, the palace keeps track of my actions, registering what I do with those icy ghosts. After some time, it will reboot to update the copies. That's what's causing the blackouts. I get no ghosts when the lights are out. So my guess is that the palace is blind while it's rebooting. When the lights come back on, their abilities match my actions from the previous light cycle. Well, that would explain why they wouldn't cross the water up there. I didn't touch any water in the light cycle before I reached them.
They echo your behavior.
Yes, echoes. That's exactly what they are.
Alright, now
Old airlock.
Now I can formulate a strategy.
They're coming. Hurry, get out.
Well, how do I get out? Now, if I use my gun... So we travelled 50 kilometres down, I believe.
The sphere just turned off. That means the echoes are not coming, right?
You sound like naming them explains everything. To me, the logic of it all only makes the whole thing more absurd. Someone intentionally designed it to be this way.
I expected there'd be some obstacles to getting Foster back.
You were prepared for this? In your training, I mean?
Gods no. Gramps did talk of great challenges and equally great rewards, but I doubt he knew this is what it meant.
You admit he was wrong?
Yes and no. I think he managed to find the words, but not their meaning.
So I forgot to turn my rear lights on. Yes, it's very alien-like, isn't it? All this structure.
So, any words in your teachings about who built this place?
That's the thing. None of us ever knew this place existed. He always gestured at a walled enclosure in the uppermost garden when he talked about the palace. I think we all imagined splendid halls filled with the chosen ones who mastered a self-control so deep it could overcome even death.
So he lied to you?
He just didn't get into the specifics. If we passed the trials all the way to the upper terrace, we would be granted access to the passage. The ones who entered never returned to tell.
The translation?
I know that now. Back then, we all thought the passage meant the final test. The big one this time. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite as whole. We'd seen resourcefuls break during training. Minds or bodies hurt beyond repair.
I can see why you would all strive for that.
That wasn't the selling point. The challenge and reward stuff was. Being a resourceful is constant competition, always performing to the best of your ability. But for one to win, others must lose. Yeah. And losing often meant a life ending.
Competition breeds envy. It must have been dangerous for you if you really were as good as you say.
Excellence was valued by everyone. The more formidable your competition, the more fruitful the exercise. In the end, everybody won.
That's quite the social construct, considering the consequences of losing.
That was Gramps' way. He didn't preach. It was pure reasoning. The program made sure all resourcefuls were logically disposed to follow his line of argument to its conclusion. How can you deny perfection?
How could you?
Spontaneity, chaos, life. That's how you prove yourself. Why spend eternity to make the best possible you? Potential without release.
How is that? Some sort of scratching on the surface. Showing the core of whatever all this stuff is. Looks like there's been some damage. Another airlock down there by the looks of it.
Back inside, I guess.
Anne, be careful.
You're not beginning to like me, are you?
Alright, so I've got a strategy now. I've got a way of dealing with them. I've just got to be careful what I do.
What's that strange archway?
It's a suspended Y field. Never seen a vertical one before.
It looks like you're supposed to pass through. What does it do?
Shouldn't do anything. It's self-contained.
Save arches. Stepping through a powerful Y-field arch will create a Maxwell freeze, a stored map of data from that exact moment. The arches will save your progress. Alright, so we had auto-saving up till now, and now they've introduced ability to save. I wonder if they can jump over yet. I thought they were elevators or lifts of some kind. Ah. Didn't really need to do that, did I? I can't jump over there. Can't jump over there.
Hey! Over here!
Crap, 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 crap. I thought they would have learnt. But next time they're going to know how to use the lifts. Let's test that. I'm not sure where I can go. Yeah, see that they're using the lift now. Sneaky.
Over here!
Is this a down lift? They're calling out now. Do you hear that? Ah, crap. No, if I use my gun... Crap. Really, really need it. Reset, reset, come on, reset, reset, please. Come on, reset. Crap, I can't go off down there. Crap. Ah, damn it! Right, so I've got to go up and down to get across. Trying to keep track of what you've done and what you haven't done and all that is really quite tough. Alright, so they're using the lifts. Ah, crap. Ah! Ah, fuck it. Even with a strategy, this is tough. I'm gonna have to wait here until a reset and not do anything. I wonder if there's a way of tricking it into, because they're using the elevators at the moment. I've got to be sneaky and get down to that end one. Crap. Now, I didn't jump any barriers, so they should not be able to jump the barriers now. But now they can. Oh, what the hell is that?
This is new.
Manifest corruption.
It triggered an instant blackout.
Oh,
Probably
handy.
to correct the anomaly.
It didn't fix it. It just moved.
So, has that reset what they've learnt? Essentially, if what I did in the previous, all I did was walk. Crystal orbs. Pick up or put down by pressing E. Bludgeoning. When holding a crystal ball, press F will not push an enemy but bludgeon it instead. The strike is lethal. Aim on right mouse button and throw on left. Enemies will investigate the sound of crystal ball shattering. Holding a crystal ball, a quick throw indicator appears when an enemy is medium range press. This function acts like a remote push. And it just learnt that, didn't it? Right, I did not cross water before. So nor should you. Right, I've got 2 waypoints to come and get. 2 keys, there we go. Damn it, I should have waited to cross the water. Now they can cross water. And they've picked up an orb as well. Damn it. Turn around. See, I don't know. I don't know what's triggering the blackouts. What is it? A length of time? Is it sort of footsteps taken, or what? Someone's using a door. Is it number of actions learnt? Damn it. God damn it, I'm out of...
More corruption.
I go through here or down the stairs? Now we go downstairs. Oh, could do with a Y field. Really could do with a Y field. Oh, there's lots of these orbs around. Oh, this is another one of those levels where I've got to... I've got to get so many of these orbs, haven't I? To open the pavilion in the middle. I've got 19 of them. That was noisy. Oh, there's two in there, I can't. Couldn't ignore the fact that there was two in there. There's stairs down. Still got 15 to collect. Noisy. No, I don't really want to cross water. Ah, crap. Yeah, she's still coming. Crap. Come on. Come back on. I need to save. I need to save.
See all the orbs from here.
Haha, that's handy. Anyway, I'm going to have to leave it there, so thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like and subscribe button. It enables notifications with a little bell icon to make sure you get informed of new videos when I put them out. And you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at miserable_gamer, and Facebook is /miserablegamer, all one word. Excuse me. And leave me a comment below. Let let me know what you think of the game, and let me know how you think I'm doing. Constructive criticism is always welcomed, or just leave me a comment, just say hi. It'd be great to hear from you guys. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.